So having completed the 6 inches, we now need to move on and start shaping the sleeves. As you can see here, the next row, we knit one, then we knit front and back, and we knit to the end of the row. So what does that mean? Look at your abbreviations, and it says knit front and back of stitch. So you knit into the front and the back of the stitch. Because you are knitting twice into a stitch, that gives you an increase. And as it says on the pattern, you knit to the end of the row. So you're only increasing 1 stitch at the beginning of each row. And we have to do this until we have 162 stitches on the needle. In other words, we are going to increase by 72 stitches. So you've got 90 already. You increase by 72, that gives you the 162 stitches. And that's 72 rows. So 1 stitch per row increase equals 72 rows. However, as I said in the previous video, I like to keep things even or matching. This is so that I can match the correct rows together at the sides when it comes to joining seams. And you'll see more about what I mean by this on the video joining seams. Therefore, I'm going to increase first at the beginning and end of every odd knitted row and just knit a plain knitted row on the even rows. And just note, when it comes to decreasing at the front, again I will decrease at each end of an odd row and just knit on every even row. So let's get on and let me show you how you do your increase. So the pattern says knit 1. So set your tension up. So I've got my needle set. Set your tension up. Knit 1. Then knit into the front and back of the next stitch. Knit into the front. Then take your needle around and knit into the back of the stitch. There you go. So out of those 2 stitches I've made 3. It then says knit to end. I'm not going to get quite to the end. I'm going to stop a couple of stitches short, well 3 stitches short, and then I'll do the next increase because I'm going to increase at the end of this, each end of this row. So as before in the videos, simply knit, like I say, until about 3 stitches from the end. So this is part 1 of this increase for the sleeve shaping. I will show you the end increase in the next video, part 2.